Just because someone says something confidently and proudly and communicates it eloquently doesn't mean what they're saying is right and that you should do what they're recommending. I saw a video of a woman who met her husband after just a couple of months. They got a joint account where all of her money from work goes into. They have no other accounts, just the joint. And she's telling women, I don't understand all this separate this and separate that. We're in love and we've been together for da 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 da. Yes, most definitely. Get a joint account to pay your bills with, sure. But you need to have a separate account. That is where your paycheck needs to be deposited into. I don't care how long y'all been married. People are so quick to be like, we do this toxic thing and we've been happily married for X amount of years. Years is not an indicator of health of a marriage or success of a marriage. I don't even care if you slap the word happily in front of it. It means nothing, because we as women have been doing that for years. We've been saying that for years. Meanwhile, we are trapped in a prison of a marriage. A lot of us are doing dangerous, risky things that are contingent upon whether or not that man is going to wake up and act right and continue loving us and treating us right. As we have seen time and time again, men be menning. Anything, even if they don't cheat or become abusive or controlling, they could die or lose their job. So just imagine all your money has gone into that joint account, and then he decides to close that account and take all your money. Then what? Real things that I have heard happen to women. All their money, their savings, the check that they just got paid last Friday or Thursday, gone in the spur of the moment. I'm not saying don't get married or don't date, don't be in a relationship. I'm not saying don't fall in love. I'm not saying don't love your partner, because people, for some odd reason, patriarchy, equate women protecting themselves with not loving men. And that should horrify you. Be in love, but be smart. And it's something that I say all the time. I would never recommend a woman putting herself in a situation to where all it takes is for him to change his mind or to make a bad decision for you to fall flat on the pavement and lose everything. Everything! Women had joint accounts back in the day because they had to. And they suffered a lot of horrible consequences because of it. Today, yes, we have a choice as to whether or not we want to do certain things. But a lot of us are still not making choices that will benefit us or our children if we have children in the long run. And we're all doing it in the name of love or submission because we're religious or whatever the case may be. Love can ruin your life. It's a beautiful thing. I love romance. I love all the sweet stuff. But if you're not careful, it can ruin your life. There are women whose lives have been completely destroyed because they once loved and trusted someone who they thought loved and trusted them. And there's this myth that it's always going to be the person who's obviously abusive, not your loving, wonderful husband. No. I've heard stories from women who had a loving, wonderful husband who left a note on the living room table that he was leaving them and not coming back. Love, I get it. Love romance, but be smart. Use your head.